to DIY your own canvas from the dollar store. I'm so excited to get started on this, so let's go. All right, so some of the materials you're gonna need is some canvases. I got these canvases at the dollar store. So I got 5x7 canvases for $1. They work well. And then I also got some 6x8 canvases. My dollar store didn't have that many left, so I kind of cleared them out. These are the only 2 sizes I had, but I know that they have more. And depending on your dollar store in the stock, they might have more. I know I saw online, they only had a limit that you could only buy 10 at a time. So you do have to be careful with that and maybe purchase them on different days if you want to purchase a lot and stock up. All right, the next thing you're gonna need for this DIY canvas is some vinyl. So I chose these colors. I'm not sure exactly if I'm gonna use the pink. I think I'm gonna go with the blue and make something for my son's room. And this is glitter vinyl, and I'm pretty excited to make a little canvas to go in his room. All right, if you are using a Cricut machine like I'm using, I'm gonna cut it out, and I'm going to need my weeding tool to make sure I can weed out the vinyl when I'm done. You're gonna need a ruler to measure out on your canvas what size you want your design to be while you use Cricut Design Space. This is really important because you wanna make sure you're not making your image too big or too small and that it fits just right on your canvas. Alrighty, let's get started. Okay, so on my canvas, I am going to use this glitter vinyl paper with my Cricut machine. And so I'm gonna measure out how big I want my design. And I think I've decided that I'm gonna do 4x6 because that gives me plenty enough room to be in the middle. I actually might make it 5.5. I wanted to fit the canvas fully but not be entirely stretched out. So if I do my 4, so yeah, I'm really trying to look at how big I want it across because I don't want it to touch the exact edges. So I'm thinking I'll stick with my 4 inches wide and I'm kind of going by even by the wood in the back. That's kind of giving me my barrier so I can have that. So let's see. Yeah, that's about 4x6. So that I was right. I think I'm gonna go with my 4x6 for my design. And so I'm going to take apart my vinyl. This is a new roll for me. I like to use an X-Acto knife to get this part off, just because then I'm not ripping anything below. Okay. So with vinyl as well, when I'm cutting, well, this is nice because it has a grid on the back so you know where to cut. You can measure it out. And then you can make sure that you're not wasting any and making sure that you are cutting out only what you need. I'm gonna probably estimate and do the little cut above. And here's where I wanna show you one of my Cricut hacks that I put in one other video, but I wanna put it in this one as well. I like to use the Scotch wrapping paper cutter. It is so perfect for this. Instead of using scissors, this just glides right across. So I find my line right here, and then I literally can just slide it across and cut my paper. I just love it. It works out so well for me. So literally I think these things run for like $3-4 or something. They're so cheap, and I'll link it in the bottom below, probably on Amazon because that's usually where I get all my stuff. All right, so then I'm going to take my glitter vinyl, and vinyl, you want to have it facing up. So I'm gonna go ahead, I know this is like way bigger than what I need, but I'm gonna put the whole thing on. I can take my cutter again, because I know I'm doing 4x6. I'm gonna cut it on the 5 mark. I just feel like it's easier for me to lay out the paper that way. Okay, so now I have this done. All right, I like to take a brayer. Cricut makes these as well, and then I can really make sure that the paper is on properly and I'm not going to have it bubble up when it's in the machine. Okay. And then once you have your design picked and ready to go, You can set it up on your Cricut machine and then go ahead and cut it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, once your design is done cutting, you can go ahead and peel it off the mat, and then we can start weeding. Okay, while I weed this piece, I'm actually going to load my second part of my design so that something is working while I am doing the weeding, so I'm not just sitting around waiting. So I'm gonna brayer this on, and then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set up my second half of my design, so while I'm weeding, I'm not wasting any time. Okay, this is part of my design, and then I'm gonna grab the other part from the machine. I forgot to mention that you do want a good piece of transfer tape. I'm going to use strong grip transfer tape for this because I'm using glitter vinyl, and glitter vinyl is pretty strong, so I'm going to make sure that I use a strong grip to put it on here to transfer it. I always like to cut off the extra so I'm not wasting. Okay. Okay, so here's my final pieces. I'm going to go ahead and put them on my canvas. I like to use a scraper tool to make sure that everything gets on properly. You always want to make sure you flip it. I do it on this side as well. And then you always want to peel when the sticky side is facing up like this, so you have a better chance of everything catching the way you want. And so I have some catching and some not. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my scraper tool again to make sure that it all gets on there. There we go. That is better. I have a stubborn piece that does not want to stay on the transfer tape, so I'm just going to use my nail there and kind of push them on. It's better actually if you hold it onto the table and you get as close as possible, and then it's usually less likely for them to come up. Okay, now I don't know if you watch me, but you really, the slower you go, the better. There's no need to rush it because you don't want to ruin your design. So, I want to make sure that when I put on my canvas, I'm also going to have enough room to put this on after it. So, okay, so I had it wrong. So you want to make it, I want to make it say this. So I'm going to make sure that I put it on my canvas so I know exactly where I want my placement of stuff. So I'm going to want this. Let's see, further down. So I'm going to want this right about here. Okay, so now once I put it on my canvas, I go ahead and use my scraper tool again. Gently, because it's a canvas. And I also like to flip it over and do it on this side as well, because I can be a little more rough. And just peel gently. Okay, I'm still going to save this piece of paper. Do not throw it away. I'm going to use it on my other piece. I'm going to make sure all these letters are on. I'm going to use the same piece of transfer tape for this one. You can use transfer tape multiple times, so use it. See how I saved my original paper backing? So I can put it back when I'm done. Oh, sorry. Okay, prints. Bring my paper back over. we go. Now I take my transfer tape and I find the backing and I put it right back on there so I can use it again for future projects. Save it. And there you have it. Here's my cute little canvas for my little boy's room. I'm so excited to hang it up. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video of the DIY your own canvas from the dollar store. I really enjoyed making it and I can't wait to film the rest of my canvases with more designs and hopefully place some on my Etsy store as well. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any comments about it, put them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, put those in the comments below. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support, and if you have any future video ideas, again, please let me know. I look forward to hearing them. Thanks, guys.